All right, Virgo, let's hop right into it. This is your February 2020 reading. I'm drinking coffee. I have malachite around me, so I have a lot of energy, and I'm just ready to get into this energy. So, for your February, we have fire as the element that you're going to be working with or witnessing a lot of during your February. So this is going to be action, putting things forth. You may be experiencing exciting things, but all for the betterment of yourself. So kind of finding your personal fire. Some of you may be finding your own passions. The heart chakra. So I'm going to read what this card says. It says, parallel to the heart, this chakra represents unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships, and healing. It's believed to be the link between your mind, body, and soul. Balancing this area may take a while, but you should allow all the time that you need so the healing energy can get through and flow freely. By loving yourself and others, as well as learning forgiveness, you'll become more in tune with spirit. Whenever something is going bad throughout this February, you need to remember that it might be a little bit painful because the heart chakra holds the emotions and things that we care about and the things that are hard to separate from. So if you are having to go through this, you just need to remember it's for the greater good, you know? Fire is all about change as far as making something different, making visions be seen, expressing things that you feel, but by action. So not by words, but by action. Okay, Virgo? All right, so let's go ahead and hop into your February. So the actions that we have is the World card, ending to a chapter. Well, whatever phase in your life that you've been going through, however long that has lasted for you, it's finally going to be ending. It's things that you've been thinking about. So it's almost like your decisions that you've been trying to make, or maybe just like trying to settle your mental energies or something like that. You're finally at a point where you understand your power and your worth, and you have like a wish or something that you're trying to, or a goal, I should say. There's a goal that you see for yourself, and and Six of Wands says that you will achieve this. And you can already feel, you know, the warmth and the excitement of others that are supporting you in this endeavor, or just whatever your dream is. You can feel all of that. But there's also competition that you have to beat out, you know? And I think experience is also something that's going to have a part in it. So whatever you are ending and you're moving towards, this is something that you're going to have to keep working towards over time, because it's something that you're going to grow into. But I definitely think you're going to be on top and winning the situation with the Six of Wands. So this could be related to a new journey that you were maybe afraid to do before or in the past, but now you feel confident and more independent for this to happen in your life. Now let's look at the desires. We have Six of Pentacles. So you're moving towards something in the future, and you know that there's a fruit out there that you've been putting a lot of work in for. So you know you've been doing a lot of just planning and working towards something. That fruit is here, and you can see it and you can reach it, but you just got to keep going towards it. This card specifically, it's almost like you're walking down a path, you know, but the path is you. Like, you're understanding yourself the more that you go deeper into this journey. So I think it's going to be really important for you to stay with this, because it's going to provide lots of foundation for just your character in general. It's like you've learned to be very patient with yourself. Don't react right away. I think you figured out how to stay calm within yourself. And I think that's important because Virgo is all about being the calm within the chaos. So even if everyone thinks that Virgo is the person who criticizes, or they're always nitpicking or nagging, it's because they're the ones who try to keep everything together as far as like organization and having things just work in a practical way. And so without that spirit, you can't have peace. But if the person who's supposed to bring the peace does not have peace, how can there be any peace? You understand what I'm saying? So it's almost like you had to get in touch with that patience again and find that inner calmness within yourself as a Virgo. We have a Pisces here. So there could be a Pisces around you who supports you in ways that help you stay calm. A Pisces sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. I want to see, what are you working on? Like, what are your goals for February? Four of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you may be trying to get a certain living situation or a certain place you're trying to move into. A lot of you are saving up for something, an important purchase. I think a lot of you are cultivating your resources so that you can live a certain way. Like, I feel like this is a aesthetic, this is a lifestyle that you're trying to pursue, but you have to build it. So it's constantly being built. I think you're actively putting forth the action for this to happen. Because of this, you will start to see communications and just little connections here and there that further push you down your path towards getting what you want, even if these are just, you know, ideas that you get in your head and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I need to do next. It could be something that invisible, or it could be something as tangible as getting money from someone so that you can do what you got to do. All right, so yeah, That's your present. Let's see if we can get some advice on the situation. For those of you who feel like you don't really know what your purpose is or your direction, let's see what card comes out. And then we'll see why you're having issues with finding your direction. Uh-oh. This card is Three of Wands. So know that whatever is for you will come to you, but you have to be like there. So imagine if you are trying to wait on a train or something, you have a train that you need to catch. It's always going to be there to leave when it's supposed to, but if you're not there on time for the train, then you're going to miss it. No matter how many times that you schedule for yourself to be on this train, if you're not there at the right time, it will leave you. So think of that with destiny and opportunities, etc. If you're not prepared, or if you haven't been working on whatever you want the opportunity to come in, then it's not going to really, it's not going to be the right timing. So I would say just focus on whatever your goals are, and then like put in as much energy as you possibly can in whatever you're trying to see progress in. And then when you do that, just kind of let everything else fall into place. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to leave it at that. Let's see why you chose to go in this direction of doing your own thing, being independent, because I think a lot of you are striking out in that way. So I am seeing a Libra sun, moon, rising, and or Venus here. And I do think that this person is manipulative and they're very rude, or they can cut you with their words. I feel like they don't really have any boundaries when it comes to lowering your self-esteem to make them feel great about themselves. So whatever they have to do to keep you down, they will. Yeah, I'm even getting here the Tower card. So there's been lots of arguments, tension, aggression, violence in some cases. Very masculine energy. So even if there isn't any fighting per se or arguing, I do feel like someone is very domineering, and they have a lot of control over someone else. Whether it's a female or a male, I'm seeing lots of masculine energy though. And the desires, we have Five of Wands. This person, the only thing they bring to you is anger. They make you want to fight back. They make you want to become the lion. Here's the Leo symbol here. They make you feel like you're cornered, and you have to rise above their low vibrations in order to keep yourself sane. Does that make sense? So obviously, being Virgo, if you are trying to keep the peace within your brain and someone is threatening that can be very frustrating. And so I think in the past you made the decision to move on without a person. Six of Swords in reverse is what this is saying. And I think this is what you truly wanted. I think it makes you happy that you made this decision to walk away, to end it. Wow. I also think this is for your future, though, because Ten of Pentacles is about, like building, not necessarily building, but having generational wealth or having something to pass down. I think you were really looking at something at a deeper level, or even ending generational curses. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so for those of you still stuck in that situation, what should you do? Here's the card here. It's the Virgo card. What a coincidence. So this is the Hermit card. So you have to go within yourself. I think a lot of you, if you are still stuck in the situation, you need to withdraw. And it sounds kind of counterproductive, because if you are dealing with a person like this, I think naturally you will just be isolated. But this isn't about isolation. This is about going within yourself and enlightening yourself so that you can overstand a situation. And I feel like if you can go within the situations that are going on that are affecting you, you can break it down. And obviously, as a Virgo, that's going to be something that's very beneficial for you, because you can figure out where something is going wrong and you can do something about it. And I think the Virgos that already figured that out, they can attest to that, like they can tell you they have their epiphany moment, and now they know what direction they want to go in. You just got to figure it out so you can go on your future. So this is going to be a little look into your March. Keep in mind, whatever decisions you make now will obviously affect what's happening in your future. So this is just a general look into it. And if you want to see the actual March reading, make sure you subscribe. All right, so we have the Knave of Swords in reverse. So you're lacking direction. So some of you, if you found direction in your February, this is just saying that you feel a little bit uncomfortable with it. But if you have not found your passion yet, or your direction, then you're just feeling really bummed out about it. Let's see why. Why are you not able to find direction? Some of you haven't figured out how to balance your instincts. Let's see, instincts with logic is what I want to say. Like you haven't yet learned how to balance what you want to do with what you need to do. I don't know how to make it make sense, but if you have some type of duality to yourself, like if you're a cusp, maybe you haven't balanced out your energies, or if you have very conflicting alignments in your chart, maybe you haven't learned certain things that are hurting you when you're trying to pursue certain things. So I would say just learn yourself a little bit more. Take the time to really attach yourself to wanting to understand yourself more instead of running from the things that may be scary to analyze as a Virgo. You could also be having some type of issues with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, but I feel like this is geared more towards the Gemini aspect in your natal chart. So wherever this is in your natal chart, the Gemini, whatever house that it's in, that's probably the parts that you're having a sense of lacking in. So if you need help with that, you can email me and we can figure that out for you, okay? So your desires behind all of this is the Empress. And so you have this burning desire to be the person that you see yourself as, whether you are female or male. Obviously, everyone has that desire, but I feel like the reason why you're so frustrated about not having direction is because you've been yearning for that direction. You're like, why can't I just have it now? Like, I need it now. I'm ready to give birth to so many things. Metaphorically. So like when you have contractions, like when women have contractions whenever they're about to have a baby, things have to expand, and expanding and smaller. Like it can't just be stationary for something to work. Like you gotta mold it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's more things that have to be done, and I think you're just expecting it to be like a 1, 2, 3 thing when it's really like, okay, 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. Like there's more to the process. It's not just one thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like as a Virgo, you know what I'm trying to say. So let's see if we can get a little bit more on the desires. Page of Cups again. Yeah. Okay, Virgo, listen. You know who you are as the angelic person that you're supposed to be. Now, angel doesn't mean literally like you're an angel. It means whatever parts that you were placed in your life, however big or small, you have messages, you have certain qualities that you bring to situations that are needed. So if you are not stable, you cannot bring that to the situation. Therefore, you are not being your true self as a Virgo. Okay, so that's what it means. It's like you are getting in touch with it, but I think there's still some things that need to be done. But I think just with being patient and working with yourself will this happen. So don't try to go into this opposite, this masculine Mercury energy, which is Gemini. Don't go into that fast-moving Mercury. Try to stay within the Virgo Mercury, which is feminine Mercury, which is a little bit slower. Not slower, but it understands that with all of the thoughts and all of the chaos that comes with Mercury, in order to sustain it, you have to be calm within yourself. And so that's the whole point of being Virgo. So I think if you can tap into that, it looks like that's been the whole vibe for the past 3 months. So, I mean, yeah, just get with the program, Virgo. Let's get one last card as an overall message to what you need to hear. All right, spiritual union. So some of you may be balancing out yourself and being more connected with whatever dualities that you have, like we were talking about in the reading. But this is also saying that you are becoming closer to whoever this other person is for you. You know you've been asking for it, so I don't have to tell you that. But just know that it's coming, but you got to really be in the right place at the right time, you know? So just do it, Virgo, okay? So if you like this video, please let me know by liking the video. If you would like to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. And if you would like a personalized reading from yours truly, all you have to do is email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com and say, hey, I'm looking for a reading. What are you offering? What are your prices? However you want to phrase it, and we can get to the bottom of it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Virgo.